There we go.
Hello.
We're live. Hello, everyone. We're here. We should be good. For those of you that are normally with us, you know that we always like to get 2 thumbs up, whether audio and both video are good. And we should be. I know we have the air conditioner running, so there might be a little hum in the background.
Listen, it's warm.
It's very warm. I mean, we'll go to the dog cam for a minute and see that they are past. Oh my gosh, Stella. They are passed out warm. Yeah. It's not bad. It was like 75 today, so it wasn't too bad.
It's not bad.
But it's definitely
fall is definitely in the air though. We had some bonfires going last night. We could smell all of that smoke in the air. So it is changing of the season.
So we've got, I see people are starting to funnel in. I know
double thumbs up too, so that's good.
Yep,
we're winning so far.
Yes.
Rosemary is losing her bet.
Yeah, she lost her bet. I know, Rosemary, I heard in the background you thought I was going to push the wrong button today, and I didn't. We pushed the right button.
Don't worry. If you've bet against him muting his phone, I bet he hasn't done that either.
No, that I didn't, but I needed to talk to some people to make sure they were all set. And we do have, as we all know, we have the Arms family hanging out in the green room right now. I see them down there. We're going to bring them on in a minute. But before we do that, I have to jump over to this screen here.
Given the day, a lot of you in the U.S. know 9/11 is a really significant day in our history. And this year specifically, with it being the 20th anniversary of 9/11, I think our audience is old enough to know exactly where they were on 9/11, except for Tyler, because he wasn't even.
Oh, I still know a lot about
it. Well, you don't know where you were on that day because he wasn't even.
No,
I was not.
No, you were in college.
I was in college, yeah. So we want to do a really quick moment of silence just to, out of respect for the day and everybody that was lost in our country on 9/11 in the attacks. So we'll give a moment of silence right now, and we'll see you in a minute.
All right. So, as we all know who's here tonight for our Q&A, I just want to find my little banner here and give everybody in chat, give a warm welcome to, here we go. We're going to bring them on screen. Here they come. Hello.
What's happening, guys?
Not much. How are you?
We're here. It was not 75 degrees or 78 degrees here, like you said it was when it was so hot there.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't, I don't know. Do you guys have the humidity we have, though? And just remind the audience, what state are you in?
Oklahoma. We do have a lot of humidity. The last couple of weeks hasn't been super high because we haven't had any rain in a month, probably. But it's our humidity and our temperatures like fight throughout the day during the summer to see who can go the highest, it seems like. So
yeah, so we're the exact opposite. We've had like 8, I think I told you the other day, I was dealing with the basement flooding. Yep. We've had 8 or 9 inches of rain in like 9 days.
10 inches of rain in the first 10 days of the month.
It's
I think we're like at 9 point something inches, and 7 of those inches fell in one day.
Yes.
It also rained yesterday.
Yeah, okay, rained yesterday.
You're breaking the rules.
He broke the rules.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We told him you could stay backstage
but
over
pretend
there.
Like you're not here.
Yeah, the kids, they like to, it's actually funny. There's a question about that. We'll get to that later. About the kids getting involved in YouTube. It's a good one.
So I think we want to lead off just in case like anybody doesn't know who you are, which doesn't seem like there's many people on YouTube that don't know who the Arms family is. But for those of you that don't know, can you just explain what kind of homestead you have, like what kind of business you got into, and maybe like what prompted the start of your YouTube channel?
That's a big question, or a lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
I would say what prompted YouTube for me is I was like a diehard outdoorsman. I loved watching hunting shows on TV. That was all I watched for years. Like show on TV, and after about 2 years of watching those, it was the most repetitive thing in the world. Like you knew exactly what was going to happen beginning to end. And but I was like, I could do better than this. I could do this stuff. So I started filming Weston, who's our oldest son. I started filming all of our hunting stuff, and it was just more of a hunting story than anything. Like, because everybody's got hunting stories. They go shoot an animal or see an animal or kill an animal, and then they go tell all their buddies, and nobody believes them, you know. So I was just videoing it because I thought I could do better than television shows. Which, man, I was wrong. But there's large productions that go behind television shows. Anyway, so then I got really big into gardening, just as a hobby, because I was in law enforcement, and gardening was kind of a stress reliever, an outlet. And I got really big into gardening and was selling vegetables at farmers markets and online, like Facebook. Like all of our friends were buying. We kind of sort of ran like a CSA model, but through Facebook. And so we'd have eggs and vegetables and all that, and whatever we had that week, we'd put on Facebook, and our friends would say, "Yeah, I'll take a bag of, whatever you're selling." And then people started saying, "Man, why don't you teach me how to grow a garden?" I was like, I can't. I don't have time. And I learned how to garden through YouTube. Like I watched the MHP Gardener, the Bayou Gardener, and MI Gardener, and all these YouTube channels. And it's like, man, these guys are teaching people how to do this stuff through a video. And so I make videos of hunting. And that was when YouTube was or the AdSense program was in its infancy.
Yeah.
And I started doing some research and realizing people were making money doing it. My work schedule, the growing and selling vegetables was just a side hustle, and it was fun. But farmers markets are on the same day at the same time. Well, the trooper schedule rotates every week, and there were times I'd have, a truckload of vegetables, but I couldn't go to the farmers market that day. And so then I was trying to just give them away half the time. So I thought, man, if I could do this and make videos and teach people how to grow a garden, I can maybe turn YouTube into a side hustle. And because I always had different side hustles, that was kind of my thing. I mowed lawns. She was a stay-at-home mom for
almost 10 years.
Yeah, almost 10 years. Yeah. And so as a new trooper, I didn't make a lot of money. So I always had side hustles, and I saw YouTube as an opportunity, and none of my friends did. My wife didn't. Like,
nope.
I pull out a camera and we're like, "What are you doing? This is so dumb." But that was kind of what got
that
started.
Same thing.
Yeah.
And I did a little research, and it looked like there was a big miss in the hunting world in 2012 with you and your son. I saw that one somewhere. It said the big miss of 2012 or something like that. And it
wasn't really a miss.
Oh,
but yeah.
And that puts you at about 9-10 years on YouTube.
But back then, like, it was just hunting videos, just a few times a year. It wasn't serious. It was probably.
Well, I think that goes into like how you can start something 9 years ago with one intent, and then it evolves into what it is today. So I know
absolutely
our channel. We've been at this for 4 or 5 years.
Your first video of welcome to our YouTube channel, I just looked it up, was January of 2016, I think, or 17. 17. I just literally just looked at it. It's only been like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time on YouTube.
It is still, it is a long time. It's
but it's morphed just like yours.
But it is not what it was back,
Well, that's
that New Year's resolution was to start a YouTube channel, and it's not anything what it
and
she started
today.
it. Yep.
Well, and that's one thing that I try to get people to understand on my channel, because I have people. We've got a huge audience, and we do a ton of different things. But I'll get comments from time to time, or messages, or letters in the mail from people, and they'll say, "You don't do what you used to do. Why don't you do what you used to?" And I'm like, "Well, I can only go out and do the same videos over and over for so many years.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Before my channel goes, so it has to evolve and change. And on the other side of that is, I'm not who I was 5 years ago.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah,
well,
and that's why I
don't...
threw that
I
comment
feel like I've evolved and grown and changed, and
right. And that's what I've noticed, because again,
yeah,
I've been a fan for years with you guys. I think the first video I saw was the I'm going to pronounce it wrong or something like growing tomatoes in a self-weeping, right, pot,
self-wicking,
like that.
Self-wicking tubs. Yeah.
Right, the big tubs, and we actually grew all our tomatoes this year in pots, and we noticed the pots weren't big enough, so they all got root bound, and it was a big mess. But it
takes
worked.
a lot of soil.
So our tomatoes this year, when it was really, really hot, they don't appreciate the heat. In general, they don't appreciate the heat, but especially when they're in barrels. So once the heat calmed down, I haven't really touched my tomatoes, and they're looking better than they were a month ago. But we also were in 90-degree plus weather with 100 plus heat index. So they were miserable.
But based on what you were saying, that whole you were making videos to educate people in the beginning, but now it seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong, because our channel kind of did the same thing, but almost backwards. You're making videos that just document what you're going through in life, whether it's playing at the creek or riding the four-wheeler or the kids going off to college and that kind of thing. And the audience sometimes doesn't follow that transition. We actually just got a question in. Actually, that's a good one. If I could find it. It was right here. Rolo asks, and it was about our channel, but it kind of makes the same thing you were just saying. There's more living off the farm videos than there are family videos happening on our channel lately. And
is that going to be more of a trend?
Is that going to be more of a trend? And
I think that kind of goes back to we're more comfortable talking about how we do raise our own food now. Yeah. It's not something that we're new to. We've been raising our own food for almost a decade. We between meat chickens and rabbits and cows and stuff like that. We just didn't document a lot of that. But I think now we're more okay with sharing that because there is an educational purpose to that, and I don't really care what anybody else thinks now.
Right. And as far as that goes, I've told a lot of people, it's not always about, you don't have to be an expert to have an opinion or an expert to have some knowledge. And I feel like on YouTube I've talked to so many people that wanted to start a channel, and they'll tell me, once I buy my place and I get my barns built and I get the fences built and I get the animals and I learn about it, then I'll start a channel. And I'm like, no. People want to document. They want to see you document that. They want to know that you did it, and I can too. And it's not always about expert knowledge.
It goes back to being almost inspirational for somebody else to see you were able to do it, and if you can do it, then why can't I? And we've had a couple people who have started their own farms just because they've watched our kids grow up on ours, and they're like, I want that for my kid, and I think I can do this. So they moved, they bought a piece of land, and they're doing exactly what all of us did. Yeah. And just building what, we didn't buy this place and how it looks now.
And I remember when you and I talked 2-3 weeks ago, whenever that was, and we talked for like an hour, and you kind of said it here, I can only make the same educational how to grow this video so many times. Our most popular video is how to tell if your goat's in heat, right? It's got 2 million views. It went crazy once. And then, of course, I tried to recreate that a year later, and that video flopped. It never went anywhere. And then it's like, all right, we're in kidding season right now. Girls are starting to go into heat. Do I make that video again to play the algorithm, or do I just let the old video, people search for it, let them find the old one, and focus more on the documenting versus trying to chase an algorithm and creating?
I'm with you. I've had tons of goat videos over the past. I used to do goat videos all the time. I mean, I've got hundreds of them, and I did try to recreate some of those better ones, and sometimes they do okay, and sometimes they don't. But it gets to a point where you're like, all right, I've told this story enough, and the algorithm does play into that. I'm not gonna lie. Like earlier this summer, I bought Houston a cast net. He wanted a cast net, so I was like, okay, well, we'll buy you a cast net. We can I bought one it's made for kids, and he'd never had one, so let's try it. And I think the first or second video has like 600,000 views, and so it didn't get that initially, but it took off and got 100,000 views. So I said, well, let's go cast net somewhere else, and we did 5 or 6 of those, and they all did really well. And then I posted one yesterday, and it's like it's it's like when things are hot on YouTube, I'll test it out and do a few more, but you may ride that wave for a month or two, and then that trend just falls off. Things are seasonal on YouTube.
Yeah.
And, when something's working, I don't know. I had a friend a long time ago told me when I first got started on YouTube, he said he just stands back and throws a bunch of mud at the wall, and when something sticks, he throws more of that. And
right.
I mean, that's probably why you can see channels evolve over time, because you would be stupid to do the same thing over and over that wasn't working or wasn't helping you grow. So
that's the definition of insanity.
And not that I want to get into the whole, we've had this conversation internally, what are we doing wrong 5 years on YouTube, and we're struggling to get to that. Oh, actually, before I say that number out loud, she has a number in her head that puts us in the, we've made it, we're actually YouTubers. Or it was one of our questions to you, and I don't want to say her number out loud. No. And I'm just trying to find the question because I wrote it here. You can read it. I have it. Go ahead.
So it stems from years ago, and we'll talk about haters later. But years ago, we were called fake farmers. On a YouTube comment, we were talking about milking goats and drying somebody up early, and they called us fake farmers for not wanting to milk her. I don't know, for the whatever
we were ready to dry up our goats, and they were like, "That's it? You only milked your goats for 90 days, and you're done? What? You can't handle something like that?" I don't know.
So the title farmer, right, is something that I've struggled with for years. When am I a farmer? When am I a YouTuber? What marks that title? Did you have, I still even have issues today with not fitting into that title, but did you guys have a light bulb moment or a goal in your mind when you started out? This is the moment I'm going to actually feel like I'm a real YouTuber or a real farmer.
Not necessarily for farmer, because I grew up on a farm. We always had livestock and animals and stuff. So that really wasn't something I was chasing to be classified as a real YouTuber. Originally, in my opinion, was that silver play button, the 100,000 subscribers. But then it was to me, it was like that donkey with the carrot out front. Every time I got to a new milestone, I would get there and I'd be like, "Oh, we made it. Oh, wait, this doesn't feel any different than it did yesterday." I can remember for years, literally years, telling Houston, I don't know if we'll ever make it to 100,000 subscribers, because in his mind, we were going to be 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000, and here we go. And I remember I don't know if we'll ever make it to 100,000 subscribers. And then we made it, and I kind of looked at her and I was like, nothing's different. There was no finish line there. No. So then it was well, 200,000, 300,000, and I mean, as far as feeling like a real YouTuber, I don't even really know. I think that came for me when I stepped away from my career and did this full time. The kids,
and that was never a goal either.
No.
I mean, that was never an intention of ours.
No. The kids in our local area, 8, 10, 12 years old, thought we were real YouTubers when we, had 100,000 subscribers. But I was still a trooper. That was my main, my main thing. That was my bread and butter, I thought. And I don't know, when I quit my job, that was when I really had to swallow this pill and say, all right, I have to tell the world, and I have to tell my community I'm a YouTuber in rural Oklahoma.
That was scary. I feel like,
I would have to say that was one of your best videos. I do remember that one. And I have a little bit of, my dad was a cop too. He in inner city in Waterbury. I was super little. When my dad and mom divorced, I was only 5, And then he went off to the military after that, and he did the whole Army thing. So I understand from a child, I understand that lifestyle. And we just wanted to thank you for your service there too, because that's not easy. You know,
thank you.
Going from that to YouTube, like neither one of them are easy. So how on the DJ, right? And I hope I spelled it correctly earlier. I had a question for you. When he left the whole trooper life, right? So he's gone, he's out for the day, and then, you know, and now you're with him 24/7. I personally have been fired a few times by her. Today alone, and
just today.
A couple days ago, I accidentally left the gate open and all the goats ran out, so I got fired that day too. How is that? Like, oh my God, you're here all the time now.
I mean, I would say the first few months were, I mean, it was nice having him here, but it was definitely an adjustment for me because, you know, I'm the one that kept the kids going and wherever they needed to be and homework. And we had our own routine, you know, without him, you know, because when he was off, he just kind of fit in, you know, so we didn't really, it sounds weird, I guess, but we didn't really, you know, keep him in our day-to-day stuff because of his schedule. And so when he was here all the time, like the routines that we had in the evenings, especially when there were no ball games or whatever, you know, I would feed the kids and then I would have my own time and the kids would have their own time, you know, and then I'd put them to bed and then I'd have my time and that disappeared. You know, no alone time, no, you know, not much music in the living room while I clean. And, you know, he's always here. Yes. Yeah. And so it was an adjustment, but, you know, I was super glad to have him. And I had these moments where, okay, I'm like panicking it, you know, in myself when I'm like, okay, I got to get her here. I got to get him here. And he's got to do this. You know, how am I going to, then when we're going to feed him? And I'm like, oh, wait, I have another person now, you know, and so he can cook. And so he's done a lot more cooking, which I'm very glad for that because I cooked for 15 years, you know, all the time. And
he took the kid to his pediatrician appointment for the first time. He was 14. And like, God, I didn't have to do a physical with my teenage son.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Our journey was a little different. I lost my job during COVID. So we had to take this side hustle and go, this is bringing in this much money. We were making this much. Now we have to live on this much, but also try to explode it, which we've done pretty well, more on the product side than on the YouTube side. And like you said earlier, I always, you know, mowed lawns, did things like that. That was me. I did not play sports. Business was my sport, you know, that kind of thing. But now I'm in her space. I'm not traveling. I don't live in hotels. I was doing 100 days a year in a hotel. You know, and not anymore. Like I haven't been on a plane in 2 years. So,
and that was like,
and that was, she was like,
had a whole schedule of like, and he just kind of fit in when he was home.
Yep.
And when he was gone, it was like just routine. We fell in line. And now you're here all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, we just come in like a wrecking ball.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That is true.
So one time we had a girls' night Q&A, and the question was, how would you, if your husband was a song, what song would he be? And his song was Miley Cyrus. He came
wrecking ball.
That was my song. Yeah.
Every time he comes into like my studio, I make soap and lotion and everything. He comes in and it's like a wrecking ball, and I'm like, oh my God. We're all standing around like, did that just happen?
Yeah. Yeah. And I usually come in, drop a couple bombs,
and then leave.
Hey, blah blah blah, and then leave.
We don't even have time to react.
No,
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That is funny, and that goes kind of. Let's see, where can that conversation lead to? That was. Oh, you want to say your number, like I don't even know if I truly want to be a YouTuber. It's more YouTube is the platform to help build the brand, and in your case now the brand is oh my gosh,
Creek Life.
This will help.
Yeah.
That should help a little. Creek Life. Actually, this must be an old one because it doesn't say Creek Life, right?
Well, we still do Arms Family Homestead stuff because a lot of our subscribers want the Arms Family Homestead stuff.
Are
So
you like matching
do both,
hats
but-
now?
No, he's got the newer.
No,
hat.
mine's well, it's actually old and dirty, but
Got it. Yeah.
As most of our swag is.
Yeah, most of our swag is pretty old and dirty. Yep. I don't know if you had a question that.
I love.
Go ahead.
I love the concept of what you guys are doing, though. What you're doing with your business, though, it like I know several people, several YouTube channels. There, some of them were fishing charters and different things, but you're using your YouTube platform to grow a business. And
correct.
You know, there's some guys in Florida that were charter fishermen. They had charter boats, and then they started videoing what they were doing, and so many people would find them, and they're like, well, I'm going to go to Pensacola on vacation because this one YouTuber's there, and I want to go fishing with him. And his charter business blew up, and he had 2 or 3 other captains working under him. And then they got the bright idea, well, all these people are coming here for vacation, and they talk about how much they love it, and they're always asking for referrals for real estate. So he went and got his real estate license, and on his boat he had his sign for real estate. So he would catch people on the internet. Fishing would bring them to him, and then he would sell them a vacation property. Like it was
hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
somebody said it to us once that was here, and I don't know if you know the whole story, but somebody said it to us once who came out here to pet our goats. We offer up an event on our farm called Goat Snuggles. It was actually built out of a goat yoga that failed. So the goat yoga didn't work. We were like, look, the people want to pet the goats. They don't want to do yoga. Let's launch Goat Snuggles, small groups, 25 people. You come in, mostly city folks. 80% of the people that buy tickets and come to this don't even know we're on YouTube. But then some of our YouTube audience does. They've traveled from Colorado, South Carolina, Florida, Ohio, because that emotional connection of our 24-hour-a-day live cam. They watch these goats be born because we don't sugarcoat anything. And then they come out to meet the goats they saw be born last year.
I think that's how it's part of our brand too, is when you're buying that bottle of lotion, you've watched the mom from conception to birth and all the milk that goes into that one bottle of lotion, you've watched her use that same milk to nurse her baby from that year. And you know that if we run out of milk and we don't have lotion to sell you, it's because the babies are still nursing. And they respect that. They probably more than if we always had product in stock. We don't hide anything. Right. The good, bad, and the ugly of taking care of animals. And we try to run everything the way that, if I were a goat, I would want to be treated. So, they know that all goes into our products as well.
But it goes back to that whole YouTuber. Do I ever want to be considered a YouTuber? No, we're trying to be business people, and YouTube happens to be part of it and build that. Somebody asked us, what do you grow on your farm? And my answer, without even thinking, was a community. They're like, what? We're like, yeah, that's what we do. We don't grow corn and sell it. We don't grow, this, and we don't even bring, we don't have cows that we bring to slaughter. We don't do any of that. Everything we do pretty much is for us to raise our own food for us. And then the business behind it. So that kind of, what was your number? She was like,
from the beginning, it was 50,000, but now I feel like it needs to be 100 because
that's what you said, and the play button. But I think it goes to this question here, right? Would you let your kids pursue YouTube as a career? And I'll ask you guys that first, and then I'll kind of give you my thoughts on it.
Well, yes and no. I really don't know. Like with Houston, he's grown up with it. Like he is just good on camera. He's natural. Like, it's helped him so much in so many ways. I'm not gonna say he's a public speaker by any means right now. He's 9 years old, but like I've watched him grow, and when we're out in public and somebody walks up to him, he'll stick his hand out and shake their hand, and they're like, oh, hi, and that didn't just come from YouTube, but it comes from he works at this stuff, and then he goes out and people come up to him and friends and family, and, he's not afraid to speak to people, even though he's just been talking to a camera. But I also know that even like for myself, I refuse to quit my career to just rely on AdSense.
Yes.
So we made sure we were spreading our income across multiple revenue streams, and including YouTube, Facebook, our merchandise, affiliate stuff, sponsorships, like so many different things. It's where if YouTube sent me an email tomorrow and said we no longer allow farm channels, we wouldn't just instantly disappear. So I would let my kids pursue YouTube.
I think that's where I was going to.
I would let them pursue it if it was a way to make a business. If they had a way, like Emily, when she was a couple of years ago, she got really big into cake making and cupcakes and stuff, and she made pretty good money as a 10-year-old baking cupcakes during the summer. And if I would let her pursue something like that if she was going to go through YouTube and teach people how to do it, but then also if we had ways to come up with her own line of cake mixes or whatever, some sort of product that we could push along with that and teach her the business side of it, and not just be a Kardashian.
Yeah, no, that would not fly.
Yeah, but it isn't here. Yeah. Hold on, please. We had the 7 and 8-year-old were fighting in the other room. They didn't hear you. No. Yeah, she had to go manage the children. When we tell them we're going live, they get louder. We're actually upstairs in what we have, a spare bedroom that we turned into this little studio thing. You could kind of see that's a fake wall, and then there's all that over there and all the fun stuff. I like the technology toys.
We're just in our garage.
You're smarter than us. We should have went to the garage.
Oh, man.
You know what we used to
I should have gone to the shipping container.
We have a shipping container full of hay. We should have gone there. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. That whole, would you let your children pursue YouTube? YouTube.
I think they have to be the right personality for it.
100%.
Because if you can't take the good with the bad, don't do it.
Right.
Yep.
Don't do
like
it.
We have kids that I know, they should not go near social media because it's ruthless out there. Yeah. And they take everything real personally. So I'm like, that's not going to be a good fit for you.
Yeah. I mean, like with Houston, there's no way I would let him sit around and read comments. He's 9.
No.
Emily's 13. She has a YouTube channel. She hasn't posted on it in a long time, but she used to. But I turned the comments off. It's just people are ruthless. There's no doubt. I would let them pursue it if we could have a way to. I mean, obviously, as they're kids, we're going to keep an eye on it and we're going to monitor it. But as they got older, as teenagers or something, I would let them pursue it if it was part of a business and we could, teach them something with it.
Oh, there he is.
You won't be able to hear anything, Houston.
Hey.
All right. Now I have a question for Houston, seeing that he just jumped on the screen. Did your parents let you get the bearded dragon?
I didn't get one.
No bearded dragon, but you got a turtle, I think. I know DJ's theory was if it can live outside, that's fine.
Well, I got one inside.
Oh, my goodness. The turtle made it inside.
Not that turtle.
Yes.
Tortoise is outside right now, but we're going to have to figure out something inside the garage for the wintertime because it's going to have to have warmer temperatures when it gets cold.
Tortoise, right? Like a big thing?
Well, it's
small one.
It's not big yet. It's only about a year and a half old. It's like, I don't know, maybe 8 inches around, but it will get up like huge.
It'll get huge, like the one in your video.
No, like the one in our video.
Oh my god, this thing was like 400. I don't know how many years old it was, but it was like this big around.
47, I think. Yeah.
Jeez, 47. Older than me.
Yeah. Those are the types of pets you need to leave in your will. Like,
absolutely. Yeah, you have to almost.
Parrots.
You have to that and parrots and stuff. How long can that tortoise live for? Just curious.
That's a lifetime pet.
Probably about up to 80 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time. I sent your dad a video of Tyler's. Tyler was in here a little while ago. His turtle tank he had the same one you got, and then like a year later, you upgraded it when he was away at Grandpa's?
Yeah, he went away on vacation and I upgraded his tank.
Yeah, and he came home and was like, my tank just went from a 20-gallon to a 50.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the basking rock is like up above the tank. Yeah, we just did it on him when he wasn't home one day. And he kind of freaked out a little bit.
Yeah, that was his COVID pet. Everybody got COVID pets.
Yeah.
Tyler got a turtle.
But we had a bearded dragon. Your video brought back memories. They took a little video. What was his name?
George.
I couldn't remember.
We had Spaz. He was a different kind of lizard. I don't remember what kind of lizard he was. And then George.
So this is where I'll ask the community watching a question. And you guys can answer this too. And maybe Houston can help.
Might need a minute.
You might need a minute.
We needed a minute.
Everybody might need a minute. How many heartbeats are you guys responsible for? He's like, whoa.
Ooh, the eyebrows raised like, whoa. Okay. Fingers and toes.
You could round numbers if you're like growing out meat chickens or something. You could round numbers. We know because we did this little.
We did the math.
And then we'll watch some of the chat.
Right.
And see if anybody in the audience answers too. He's still counting.
Do you realize how long it took us to count everything?
It took us a while.
Yeah.
How many hearts we have, like, from all the animals?
Yeah, like how many animals do you guys take care of every day?
Every day.
Not counting the chickens.
Oh, you can count them
You can count the chickens.
Yeah.
No.
No.
4.
Chickens' lives matter too.
Yeah.
How many goats do we have?
There's 10 down there right now.
So we got somebody
3 down the road.
15.
19. Plus the chickens.
Yeah.
It would take a while. I mean,
Yeah.
you think about it, we've got 2 donkeys, 4 alpacas. There's 10 goats right now, 2 ducks, probably a dozen chickens,
And then we got
30.
4 dogs,
5 turtles, 20 fish.
5 dogs. Yeah.
Oh my God, we never counted the fish.
Oh, we never counted.
And a trash.
And a cat. What did she say? A cat and what?
We have a cat, 1 cat, 5 dogs.
Cat's name is Trashy because it was found in the
Trashy.
dumpster.
Oh, nice. One of ours name is Miles because we had to chase him for miles after he came home and he just tried to run away. Yeah. So we counted ours. We were at 130.
Yeah.
130.
But that also
we
includes
forgot the fish.
We forgot the fish, and that also and Tyler's turtle. We forgot Tyler's turtle and the fish, so it's maybe like 135. But 60 of those are meat chickens.
Yeah.
So,
half of it's terminal, going to be gone soon.
Yeah.
Right. 4 of them are pigs.
But for the next like 2.5 months, it's 130 creatures.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep alive here. I wanted to see if somebody jumped. We have somebody 70 cows jumped in. 94.
70 goats, cows, chickens.
Yeah, 70.
Between the goats, cows, chickens, sheep, stuff.
I was just curious if we had somebody in the audience that was like 2,000 head of steer.
So,
yeah.
Well, the folks that own Great Plains Kubota, we were over there yesterday and talking to them, and they have over 1,000 sheep on pasture right now.
Goodness.
Who?
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I was reading an article the other day because of all the wildfires in California that there was a rancher or a farmer, I don't know what you call him. He had 2,000 goats and he was leasing them to the wildlife fish and games out in California so they can eat all the vegetation on the big hills so the fires would calm down.
Yeah, but like goats are in high demand right now.
How do you manage 2,000 goats? I don't understand.
Not the same way we do.
Not the same way we do, right?
No.
No, you're not feeding them one at a time. It's trough feeding at that level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think this goes into, I mean, sort of, we can kind of turn gears for a second. You know, we have a much smaller YouTube channel, but anytime you're on social media, whether you have a platform that you're building or not, you have to deal with the haters. And with having over 500,000 followers, I can imagine that the haters is like, it's a pretty big factor for you guys. How do you go about building your brand, building your YouTube and managing the haters that come with that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't remember where I heard it, but years ago it was an audio book I was listening to or something, and they were kind of talking about just differences in people and stuff, and they were like, if haters didn't hate on you, what would they do? Because they're haters. That's their job. Like that's what they do. Yeah. You're always going to have haters, no matter whether it's on social media or not. But
right.
I think after 14 years in law enforcement, there's very few things somebody can say to me on a computer screen that are going to come close to the stuff I used to deal with.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you deal with people spitting in your face just because you have a uniform on, that if somebody doesn't like something I say on a YouTube video, I'm like, oh, okay, I go, then don't watch,
Yeah.
I used to struggle with the comments. Of course, we get between YouTube and Facebook now, it's impossible to keep up with the comments. It's really to the point where it's almost impossible to keep up with the private messages.
Yeah.
And but like DJ will tell her all the time, I'm like, you got to stay off the comments because you can read a few and you can respond to a few, but you keep scrolling, you're going to find one that makes you mad.
Yeah.
And I have friends, I have personal friends that literally get mad reading comments on our Facebook videos. And I'm like, man, don't worry about it. He's like, they're like, no, I'm not putting up with that. I don't have anything to lose. And I appreciate that, but it's just one of those things. I guess it comes with the territory, and it doesn't matter what we do.
There's always going to be.
There's going to be a percentage that love it. There's going to be a percentage that tolerate it because they're fans and they like to watch it. And there's going to be a percentage that hate it and don't say anything, and a percentage that just have to leave a stupid comment that's not constructive in any way. And I don't know. It's just like our merch. I try not to push that too much, and I don't want to come across as a begging people or anything. But when you get hundreds of comments and hundreds of messages from people saying they would buy it, okay, let's do it. And then
I'll even drop the link.
Yeah, I know that some people are going to buy every shirt we come out with. And some people are going to send us a hateful message about every shirt we come out with. So you just have to take the good with the bad.
Yeah. I just don't read the comments. I mean, I read them. Don't get me wrong. I read them. I skim through them. We're nowhere near as big as you, but I try to comment on a lot of it. But I can't. I can only say thanks so much. Thanks so much. So many times. So but yeah, I don't dig in enough to find the bad ones. And then when the bad ones come by, it almost motivates me to keep going. Like it's like, oh, really? That's what you think? You just gave me a video idea, and now I run off and make a video about that. That's how I called you. That whole
that's why we're here right now, really.
Exactly.
Because I made that video about an online farm being a real farm, and I mean that's kind of why we're doing the whole live stream tonight. What spurred from an idea I had was that whole agritourism, where you used to do on-farm stuff that's classified as agritourism. You've just moved it to the internet, so people don't have to be 10 miles down the street to come be a part of your farm. They can be in another continent and still support you.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, we have UK in the house. I see one of our moderators is from the UK, so it's got to be like what time over there? I don't know.
They're 5 hours.
5 hours ahead. So it's 1 a.m, and she's moderating our chat right now. Yep. So it's I try to stay out of the hate as much. I mean, some of them are ruthless; they just never stop. But that's where I go back to. You've said it before. You don't owe them anything.
No,
you don't have to respond. No matter how many emails they send, no matter how many shirts they buy from you, if they hate you, they can't use hey, I bought 10 of your shirts. Can you at least answer my question? No, that's it. They don't go together. So it's that. Keep trying to keep it separate. Yeah.
Well, and I think too, you're not going to please everybody. You can't possibly. Right. And this is the real world. This is not. You're just never going to be liked by everybody, and that's a pill you have to swallow if you're going to be doing this. You know, like you said, you got it all the time in every form of career. You're going to have this.
You do anything with the public. I mean, in any form of, I mean, I have it just in photography, you know, I mean, still have to deal with, you know, people in every fashion.
Well, we deal with it at the grocery store. You walk down the aisle with 4 kids.
You know, I kind of feel like with our kids.
And the judgments.
Oh, hang on. I lost you for a second.
Yeah, I did. So did I.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, you know, I feel like with our kids, you know, if they're always happy with us and they're never upset, then we're not doing something right, you know? That's kind of how I look at, you know, the people out there, you know? If we're making everyone happy, then we're not doing something right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true.
Yep, definitely. Let's see. I'll go way back.
I've just always kind of rolled with the theory of this is my YouTube channel and I'm going to post what I want to about what I want to. And, you know, in the beginning, everybody was always like, you need to find one specific topic and stick to it. Stay in your lane.
Right.
Well, and you even did that. Like there were times where I'd say, why don't you video the kids doing so-and-so, you know, because it was cool or whatever it was. And he's like, if it was their sports, you know, and I'm like, do it. I mean, that's a huge part of our life, you know? And he was like, yeah, but I'm not a vlog channel. I'm not. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. You're going to have to add something, you know? And then finally, you know, he started getting over in that direction and it, you know, just, it made it a lot better. I mean, you know, talking about all the things that we do talk about, money and religion and, you know, I hate the word religion, but faith, our faith. And, you know, just all of that. We had a comment yesterday that just popped up and, I had a whole thing typed out and Jesus said, no, delete that. You know, it said that, you know, they love watching our videos, but we need to keep religion out of it. And I'm like, I had a lot to say, but I didn't, you know? So anyway, I'm glad that we didn't stay to that one gardening, you know, I mean, we would not be sitting here.
No.
You know, and if you're not changing, if you're not evolving, if you're not growing, if you're not trying to find new things and share, you know, what we're doing, then why are we doing this? Like, you know?
And I've heard other people say it too. There's two, and in our world, it's different because we're doing exactly what you said. Everything from goat videos to our kids going to the skate park for the first time ever to how to make your own pig feed. Like, it's all over the map. But it's more of it, again, that I kind of need to go backwards and say, okay, what will the algorithm find? Because the algorithm's not going to care about your vlogging. But our audience, again, back to this as a business, not a YouTube channel, our audience of only we have 2 channels. I don't know if you knew that. We have a live stream channel that streams 24/7. And we made the decision last December to split the 2 because if you have a live stream going 24 hours a day, when you post a video, the people watching your live stream won't get a notification because they're already kind of watching you, you know, and
kind of kills the new.
It kills the whole thing, right? And then it also a live stream that I got one of our live streams has been up for like 30 days nonstop. Well, think of the average view duration on a video 30 days long. It's less than 0.001%, which again kills the algorithm. So you don't do live 24 hours to build a massive audience. But what happens is the people that a customer said it once, we found you for the goats, but stayed for the family. And that's kind of the design. The live stream will then trickle people over to the family. And if they subscribe, they subscribe. And they're normally, I mean, we're at like 80% view duration on every video, whether they're 3 minutes or 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. They watch them all. Back to what you said, you have fans that'll buy every shirt you put out.
Right.
So that's where that you know what, you said it in the hour-long conversation we were on a couple weeks ago. Put whatever you want on your channel, you know.
Yeah, we don't.
It's your channel. You own it. Put whatever you want on it. The people that want to be there will hang around.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. And what you said earlier about building a community is absolutely right. I mean, that's your goal. That's what your YouTube audience is. That's what a social media following is a community, whether it's a good community or not. Like, you're building a community. There's channels out there that you watch, or channels out there that you know about that are a total shipwreck, and everybody's just watching. They're watching, waiting on the crash. Like, and they build these huge audiences, and you're like, these people are so out there, but it's like everybody's waiting for this train wreck to happen. But they've built a community and they've made an income and they make a living at it, and you're like, well, I guess I can't dog them too bad, but you're still watching, going, any day they're gonna fall apart,
Yeah.
I think that might be our community.
That might be our community.
I think we'll be talking about it. Well, because they're always like #chaos. That is.
I almost wore that shirt.
Apparently,
tonight.
that's us, and it's because of our goats. Because goats.
Goats are chaos. Absolutely.
Unruly sometimes.
Yep.
And we have a set of twins that were returned to us because they can't follow the rules. And now it's like everybody.
Your kids or your goats?
No goats. Well, kids can't follow the rules.
Is there really a difference?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But the goats, they'll jump walls. They'll go break out of jail. It's
that one's easy to handle right there.
Oh yeah, she's fine.
She's not a problem.
This is what she does all day long.
Yeah, she's easy. Yeah.
But yeah, they just sitting and waiting, and they love it. And we're sitting here like running around, frustrated, and like I can't get a handle on my goats, and and they're like, "This is awesome!" Like, oh my God.
But people love it though. Like, it's there's a reason there's Instagram pages and TikTok followings for dogs that have millions of followers. Like every, I mean, our fans know all of our animals. I mean, just like they do yours. And so it's kind of a struggle, because then you got people who are like, well, what's Bear doing today? What's Bella doing today? And you're like, I can't do a video about each animal all the time, So I try to incorporate them. But people, and I know there's people that live places where they can't have a dog. They can't do what you're doing right now with a dog in your lap. So they get attached to yours.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's their their comfort. That's their outlet.
I mean, we are back to the business side of this conversation, right? You could take your YouTube channel anywhere. For those people watching, we had somebody ask a question, and we'll get to that one in a minute, who has a farm and hasn't started YouTube because they're too nervous. But it can go anywhere. I mean, our most famous goat now is about to have her own stuffed animal because our audience, like, to your point, they can't own goats. And they've watched this goat we've been live 24/7.
They've all been fighting over who's Moo's favorite auntie now for years.
Right.
Like, no, I'm Moo's favorite auntie. No, I am. No, she's mine. And now they can all have Moo. Like,
now they can all
we're
have
like
Moo.
Oprah. Everybody gets Moo.
Everybody gets a Moo. Right. Yeah. And then one of our villagers, we call our audience the village, actually made a goat. They actually knitted this thing out of one of our goats named Harper. I don't know. Nah, it looks fine.
We lost Harper's baby, though.
We lost Harper's baby, though. We don't know where it went. But this, I mean, it even has udders. I mean, look at that. They did so cool.
Oh, my gosh.
They did so cool. That was a cool little
I think that goes to, like, the next question, though. Like, how do you balance privacy
you're so good
on your channel? Like, what do you document? What don't you? Like,
okay, we have meetings in the morning sometimes.
Every morning.
Like, over coffee. It's like, I'm making soap today. That's what and that goes into the second question too. She's like, I'm making soap. I've got 700 bottles of lotion I need to make. I'll do this. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to build something and I'm going to record it. Like,
that's almost exactly our every morning.
Yeah.
Like, especially now that the kids are in school, once we get them off to school, we're like, what are you doing today? Okay, here's what I'm doing today. And then we've got to figure it all out before 2:30.
2:00. Yeah. 2:30.
And I guess I didn't realize how much we did that, but during the summer when the kids were out of school, Houston would get up in the mornings, he'd eat breakfast, and then he would say, okay, what's our plan for the day? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing today? What do you have lined up for us, Dad? Like, and we have to do that. But as far as the question, like, with the privacy type stuff, like, there does have to be boundaries, and a lot of times we'll talk about videos before. Like, I'm an open book, where she's a little bit more conservative on that stuff. So, like, when it comes to, like, the finances,
don't look at
stuff,
me.
like,
I know what he just said.
Like, when we paid off our house, like, that was something we dreamed of, which I grew up in this house, but we had a big add-on, we had a mortgage on it and all that. But, like, that was a big deal to me. That was what we were working towards. And when we did it, she was like, I don't know if we should share that. I'm like,
Right.
I get it, because it's like, it looks like we're bragging. You know, it won't come across as we're bragging. We're not. But people have followed us for years, and we've talked about finances and stuff. And like, how do we cheat them out of that? You know, like the people that really support us, like they're happy. And so we talked about it. And we had a long discussion.
There's a lot of anxiety,
times.
You know, and not even necessarily for the fans. It's the people that we know, you know. That was my struggle was, you know, and our close friends know how we are with money and how I'm frugal and I don't like to spend money. Like we have like, I don't know, 6 or 8 close, you know, friends or whatever. And there's 2 of us, me and another guy, that are savers and are tightwads, and we get made fun of all the time, you know. And
that's me.
And which being cheap all the time.
Yes, that's us. Me and our other friend. But you know, it was just, you know, almost feel guilty, you know, because we've got these friends that are, you know, building houses and buying land and doing all these cool things, but they're like starting over, you know, with you know, a mortgage or whatever, and we're paying ours off. So, you know, there's a lot of guilt there too. But at the same time, I'm proud of us. I mean, we worked for that, you know, and we went without, you know, not without what we needed, but you know, I did a lot of couponing and a lot of stretching the dollars for sure.
Yeah.
We still share meals at the restaurant.
Yes,
like
we do that. I mean,
we split a meal, you know. Like,
most of that though is because I hate wasting food. I
should start splitting meals.
We share meals. I eat a little bit of mine, and then he eats all of his, and then the rest of mine.
Yep, that's what happens. Yeah. Hey,
but as far
go ahead.
On the privacy side of things, though, there still has to be boundaries, and that's like why that's one of the reasons why we had to put up a big. Can you hear me? That's one of the reasons we had to put up a big, you know, gate at the end of our driveway, like because I do feel like some people out there don't understand boundaries, and they, with the purest heart, not anybody with bad intentions, but we have so many people that want to literally want to come spend the day at our farm.
We have requests for that,
and they want to come tour everything. And I'm like, that's why, like, I used to, when I had kid goats for sale, when I'd have a bunch of goats, I'd say, all right, here's what I got for sale, and I'd sell them through my YouTube channel. I had to stop that because it turned into so many people wanted to buy one goat, and then they'd be here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, and it wasn't, they weren't being rude, but I mean,
it was.
Well, sometimes there were some awkward situations.
Yeah, there was some weird.
Yeah, no, we have the same.
Yeah, we built a gate too.
Yeah, we had to build a gate too. It was one of those things we're getting harassed, right? Not harassed, but teased. You're getting teased if Doreen's wondering if Daniel had to do the pillars by himself.
Okay, so now we got to pause. So when you do projects on YouTube, right, Daniel, you're out there recording, you're doing a project, and you don't finish the project. Does your audience harass you? Because mine does. They're picking on me now.
That's because I haven't
finished the gate.
Because it's been a year.
Yeah. Well.
And the greenhouse was 3 years.
Yeah, I would say they would. I don't catch it near as much as my buddy Dutch from Keeping It Dutch, because I give him a hard time. I'm like, you're the king of not ever finishing anything. So he'll start a project, and then he'll get halfway through it, and he's over here building something else, and then he's like, well, we're going to sell this place, and we're going over here. And I'm like, finish something. But yeah, a little bit. I mean, not a ton. I try to finish.
He did his gate smarter though than ours. Like his was all metal. I think the posts that hold up the gate were metal. Like, and he brought in some welder guys to like build it. We decided to go cheap because that's what I am, right? Cheap and frugal. And we decided to have the masonry guy just build the cement column. And then we went out and bought all the stone that has to get put on one by one. And I learned how to do it on YouTube. And I spent hours, probably over 100 hours, putting these little stones on with some mortar and whatever. Never done it in my life. and I'm 90% done. And I've been 90% done for like a year. Yeah. Like there's a patch like this big that's just not done.
It's like 1 foot by 1 foot. That's all you got to do.
That's all I got to do. But to your point, I'm already on to other projects.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I'm just picking on my audience because they're like, Aaron, the pillar needs to get done. That's what they're saying in chat right
Aaron, your pillar is calling.
Yeah, my pillar. But from the privacy side where we were going, I think, and it kind of leads to the next question. My wife is just like a little more reserved than I am. I'll bring that camera everywhere. Yeah. It doesn't bother me.
My problem is when he, like, I'm in the middle of something and he throws the camera in my face and expects me to know what he's talking about. And then I'm supposed to have something smart to say. And I don't even know what he's talking about. Like, tell me your opinion about.
He doesn't do that. He knows. Okay. I have taught him to, off camera. We're gonna talk about it first, and then we'll hit record. And even sometimes, we'll be doing this or whatever in front of the camera, and I'll be like changing my mind and no, I'm not gonna talk about that, or no, let's not talk about that. And then I'm like, I'll get real quiet and I'm like, pause it. And he's like, I can take it out later. I'm like, turn it off. I can't think when I see the red,
I see the red.
Yeah. He's like, I can take it out. I'm like, no. So no, he definitely.
Aaron's still in the training phase.
I'm still in the training phase. Remember, 20,000 followers, more than 500,000. Right. You guys have learned. I have not. But it's
I hated being on camera. I hated being on camera. I mean, in the very beginning, for sure. I mean, the first 100,000, I'd say.
Yeah.
I did not. I was not live deals. I could do all day long.
I don't understand that either. She loved live streams, but put a camera in her face and she would lock up. I'm like, but a live stream, like we would have, like we haven't done one in a while, but I mean, we've had close to 1,000 people on a live stream. I'm like, there's 1,000 people looking at you right now.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know.
I think I was in your last live stream. You know what? And it's one of the reasons we went live in the barn 24/7. It was more like, look, I had a full-time job. I was on airplanes and hotels trying to balance this YouTube thing and whatever. And I'm like, we went from all scripted how-to videos. That's what you were making.
Yeah.
Then we went to, hey, how about we vlog? We'll try that. And then I was like, I got an idea, and it was a crazy idea. I brought it up. I was like, we could just go live 24/7, kind of like the giraffe guys did over at AAP. April and Oliver, they went live. I can understand the technology. I'm a network guy. I can figure it out. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, live, 24 hours a day. We'll just throw it up in the corner of the barn. Originally, it was going to be no audio. And then I met Daryl Eves in Vegas at CES. I was actually traveling for my real job. And I was like, in between, like, okay, I don't need it. And I met Daryl at, I don't know if you know who Daryl Eves is, but I met him in Vegas. He had a burger and I had a root beer, and he is a super cool, nice guy. I sat with him for like 20 minutes and he was like, you need audio. He's like, if you do it without audio, nobody's going to watch. He's like, the guys at AAP built a like $1 million barn off the back of YouTube because they exploded. I mean, Good Morning America helped them. Like, that's how they got so big. But he's like, definitely add audio if you can. So we were like, let's try it. We got baby goats coming. Let's give it a shot. Because now 0 editing, right? I don't have to edit anything, right?
Yeah.
We just throw it up there on the wall and let it run and see what happens. And some of our people in chat now have been here since day one, 4 years. And we've evolved to the point where, like, now that's okay. We like dogs. We've now over the last couple of days, things have gotten so busy and so crazy, and there's things back to the privacy we want to talk about that we now can't talk about in our barn because it's not our barn anymore. It's now YouTube's barn. We were like, you know what? Mute audio in the morning. Now when we take our coffee, we talk a little bit in the morning, and we go out to the barn, we mute the audio because we want to be able to talk about, did we pay that bill? How are the kids doing at school? Continue those conversations in the barn and not be the Truman Show, right?
That was my first thought when I first realized you had 24-hour live stream. Was like, I talk to myself and I talk to my animals too much.
Way too much.
I don't know what I'm gonna say at the barn when Bear walks up and does something goofy, or
You never have a livestock around me.
My thoughts were, what if I said at my barn that if 1,000 people were listening, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
So that's the thing is like you quickly learn that people are watching, and then there is something that clicks in your head that you're like, can't say that because that's be frowned upon, and that's not family friendly. So I have to keep that comment to myself. And it starts to your point. It's not my barn anymore.
Right.
That's a transition that I struggled with in the beginning. Then I was okay with it, and now I'm struggling with it again. So we do things like black out the camera while we're doing chores, or we'll mute the cameras while we're doing chores, depending on what our comfort zone is. Because, still has to be our barn.
Yeah, exactly. And our core audience, our core community is like, look, you guys want to shut it down at any time, shut it down. This is your life, your barn. But we have ways where we can shut down the video feed, but leave the stream up.
Yeah, they can
they can just sit there and chat all day. And that creates that community. And we just throw up words in the middle that says, enjoy chat while we enjoy our animals. And it's just an all black screen. And when I went to Vid Summit a couple of years ago, people were like, I don't understand how you get people to watch an all black screen. Well, that's because we built a community. The content on the screen's not why they're here. I mean, it's part of it, but they're here to talk to each other too. And it's kind of like, but then it goes back to that privacy thing. Like, we need to balance that, and do we put, the fact that I asked my son the other day, I was like, hey, when you shave for the first time, can I record it and we can make that part of a vlog? And he's like, no, because he wants nothing to do with YouTube. He's like, I don't want to be on. I thought we were going to be considered cool amongst the 15-year-olds. Yeah, we're not.
Well, we are, just not our 15.
Just not our.
Exactly.
Yeah, everyone else's.
Everybody else's is fine, but no.
Yes.
Like one of his best friends, who's pretty much like our fifth child, he was here like last weekend, the weekend before that, the whole summer, and he goes, wait a second, you should probably do something with the Arms family. They're really cool.
I was watching one of your videos. That's what it was. And he saw me. I was editing one video and I had to wait for some files to transfer. So I had one of your videos up, and he comes over. He's sleeping over the house for like 3 days. Used to live here. And he goes, dude, that's Daniel and Houston from the Arms family. You should collab with them. As my kids' friends. And I'm like, we're working on one, sort of. We're going to do.
He totally fanboyed out.
He freaked out and ran around the house. Like, he was fanboying out. Like, oh my God, telling my kids, and my kids are like, yeah, so. Yeah, I don't even,
totally
whatever. Yeah. It's pretty funny. Like, I actually had that one written here. Like, YouTube's not as cool as I thought it was going to be.
Now remember.
Yes.
They have shit to do.
They do have stuff to do. I know.
We had somebody to show up.
Yeah, sorry.
Too,
so. That's what I mean. Like he
just came home.
Yeah. He's off to college, right?
Yeah. He just came home for a little bit. Yeah.
That's crazy.
How far away? Because I know that video. That was a tough one. Kid moving
about an hour.
Yeah, he's an hour.
Okay.
A little over an hour.
Yeah.
That's not too far.
Yeah.
I had to drive up there today to take him shopping, get some groceries.
Nice.
See, it never ends though.
Never ends.
Just because they're out doesn't mean you're not still.
Yeah. All right. So when you first both met, who had more animals?
Technically, neither.
Yeah, I mean, we were in college.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad had cows here on this place, and I had to help take care of them because he had cancer, but they weren't really my animals.
I had a dog. That was it.
Yeah. So that one kind of went to this, and you answered it too. I didn't know if you wanted to go there, but somebody did send it in and asked the "How did you two meet?" question. Yeah.
Well, it's a weird story, but we actually went to high school together. But
Did we? You don't know.
Well, I was 2 years older than him, so we.
You still are.
I was going to comment, but I didn't want to. That was funny.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
He got me.
Yeah. So my brother and him worked in the park together during the summers, and they had came by the bank where I worked, and anyway, it just kind of went from there. But then when he and I started talking, I said, "So when did you move here?" And he was like, "Move here? I've been here my whole life." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, I was 2 grades below you. Like, I know what you drove, and I watched you play basketball." It was a little creepy, but
a little stalkerish.
Yeah.
I think he was a little crush boy back then. We're on the live video. Yeah. Our friends just got here. All the kids are showing up, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's.
We'll let them go soon. That's good. I thought I heard that in one of the videos somewhere. College. You might have mentioned it once before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if did we miss any you have on that sheet, because we won't keep you guys.
No.
Our community, they've seen us do 4-hour live streams before, because they're all asking what goat are you breeding to who, and when's the breeding start, and we're like skipping all those questions right now. Here, I'll drop that up there while I look for another question.
Thank you.
We're gonna wrap things up.
Yeah, I think so. I think we got everything. I mean, from a help other people start their journey on YouTube, I don't think personally that it's never too late. Like, I mean, I'm 42, and I'm trying to ask my kids like how to.
So many people.
Go ahead.
I helped a friend of mine who's 83, 84, Leon, gardening with Leon. He's the one that came up with the self-wicking tubs, and we've been to Leon's 20 times probably on video. And I helped Leon get his YouTube channel started. I didn't do it. I convinced him to do it because he was wanting to write a book to share his gardening knowledge. And I was like, Leon, nobody's going to read a book. Kids aren't going to read a book.
Yeah.
And you want, he's so full of knowledge, and he wanted to share it. And I was like, you share it on YouTube. And he was 82 or 83 or something when he started. He's got 100 and something thousand subscribers now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, did it as a man in his 80s that knew nothing about the internet. And that, YouTube may be saturated, but it's not saturated with you. And that's what I tell people. I'm like, who cares how many such and such family homestead channels there are? Like that's the name of our channel, because that was what was the in thing to do when I started it. But I don't care that it says homestead on there anymore. It's our family. Like, I made it about our family, and I tell our story, and everyone has a story, and it's not too late. Like, you're not too old, and it's not too late in YouTube's life.
A funny story though about our name of our channel. So his nickname is Boone. All his life, everyone called him Boone. And when we were trying to decide what to name the channel, I call our place, I have always called it Boone's Farm, even when we were dating.
Got it.
And so that's what I wanted to call the channel, but we were afraid we'd run into, copyright stuff with the cheap wine, Boone's Farm. So
the gas station wine, like bottle of Boone's Farm. And I was like, I don't want to be known as the gas station wine.
I'm still sad about it, but
But I encourage everybody that has any interest at all, just document the process, document what you're doing, tell your story. Everybody's got a story, and
well, even with my brother, I mean, he's a teacher, or was a teacher and a coach, but he loves bison. And are you there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm here.
We're here.
Yep. Can you hear me?
You're there.
Oh.
We're here.
He loved bison, and he started buying some, and Uh-oh. There.
We're starting to lose
them. We're starting to lose stuff. Can you hear me?
I heard you.
There you go. Yes, the bison.
Yeah, now I can. Yeah. So anyway, to do that, and it's exploding, and so anyone can do it for sure. You just got to start somewhere.
Everybody's
just got to find a way to be different and unique. Like Leon's. Well, Leon's channel has worked because he has unique gardening styles, and like Dusty's channel, he's over 100,000 subscribers because he's got bison and he makes it interesting about bison. It's unique, it's different,
Right.
and I don't that you just got to find a way to tell your story in a unique way. I feel like. So.
Yeah.
Any
Absolutely.
more questions?
Yep. No, I think we got them all. We'll let you go tend to your 15 teenagers.
Yeah.
It sounds like they want to play ping pong. It's funny. We had a ping pong table too. We don't use it anymore. It's all covered. It's all covered with supplies now. Just like yours was in that last
That happens.
video.
Yeah.
Yes. Kind
Yes.
of like the treadmill, just holds.
So we never got to the whole giveaway idea. If you want to do a giveaway, I don't know if you're going to end this as soon as we get off or not, but if you want to give away a couple hats on a couple of our shirts or something to your subscribers, we're totally fine with that. However you want to do that. But
Yeah,
we do need to get
we
off.
have a way. We'll
We've got people
we'll do
here.
that. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll give it a try after you're gone. I
Yeah.
was having internet glitches, so I wasn't sure if my little spinny wheel giveaway thing will work.
Yeah.
But we'll give it a try.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
we'll
I'll-
let you know.
And I'll just shoot you an email as to who might have won a shirt.
If not, no biggie.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well,
Yep,
thank you
just
so
let
much
us
for
know.
joining us tonight.
There's a contact so we can get sizes and stuff.
Thanks for
Absolutely.
having
welcome.
us.
Definitely. Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, have a
It
good
was
night.
time. You too.
All right.
Thanks
have
again.
fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
All right. It was getting a little glitchy at the end, but I don't need that anymore. You're right.
I know.
Yep.
I can hear myself.
Yeah,
Talk
it was
now.
getting a little. You turned it off?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Or whatever.
As if I know how to do stuff like
yeah,
that.
I don't know. Let me fix our.
Well, that was actually really nice to
that was a good time.
have him spend some time with us tonight and answer some questions, get some perspectives of people who've been doing this longer than we have and have a little more experience. I saw a lot of questions coming in from you guys, but they had to.
Yeah, we had to ask. We'll talk more on that. Oh, I broke something.
Oh
See, the
my
minute
God,
they
here
leave,
we go.
I break stuff, and now it's all starting. Plus, I'm sweating a lot.
Oh, so baby Piper.
Yes, that is Piper. Is she on cam? Let's see.
Yes.
Piper and Stella. All right.
Snuggle buddies. All right.
Let me go. You got comments up there. So I don't know where I'm like lost here.
Oh, you're on the wrong camera. So
Yes,
they're all
I
still
am.
watching Piper and
Piper.
Stella.
There we go. That was fun. You know what? I'm almost glad it didn't go crazy. I was like, all right, what's going to happen? Are we going to have our normal 200-300 people show up, mostly our community, which I hope you guys all went and subscribed to them. If you haven't already, you should. If you didn't know who they were, which would be silly, but it could happen.
It's okay. I don't watch YouTube.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know who a lot of people are. I have maybe watched 3 of their videos.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not, I just don't watch YouTube,
Right.
but I'm always up for chatting with people who do similar things as we do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's rare to find people that do the same thing we do that are willing to kind of hang out and talk to you. YouTube's kind of like it. I just noticed we were on top chat and not live chat, so we might have been missing some.
I don't think that really matters.
I don't know if it makes much of a difference either, but I notice it's not changing. So who knows? There it goes.
I think
But,
we're a little. I think we're.
Thank you, Tina. Tina just dropped. Yeah, something's struggling.
A little too hard.
Yeah, the computer's
It's like me
stressing
on the
it.
treadmill after a certain amount of time. I'm just I just can't go any faster than this.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was a good time. I mean, I tried not to fanboy out. No, Aaron is not getting an alpaca. It's not happening.
Where was that
I
question?
just saw it right there.
Oh, you should get alpacas.
Yeah. Nope, not happening. But I do know, I mean, I don't know how much longer we're going to stay here, but I do know that people had those questions. No, we're not milking any goats right now, really. We went 3 days with no milking. 2 or 3 goats this morning had to get milked.
because they're just getting a little too full. So they're pretty much weaned is what's happening. Rapid fire.
Dry.
So dry, right. Somebody asked, are we still graining? And that's only in the morning right now. And then I think I saw somebody about what's the hay situation, and we basically have none.
We are out.
We are out. That video coming soon. But we're trying to find some hay this year. It's all in the video, but it's coming. It's really hard to find because we're dealing with the exact opposite they were dealing with. Is it's so wet the tractors can't get into the field to get the hay out because it's all mud, or it will be mud if you drive that big tractor. If you drive a tractor
on it, yeah.
So with 10 inches of rain in 9 days or whatever it's been, yeah. So it's hard to find. Prices are higher than we've ever seen it. Ever.
First cut.
Which is so funny because we said that last year too.
Well, that's just going to be, oh, this is a 500-year storm. Very next year, oh, this is a 500-year storm.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yep. Yeah, so it was kind of interesting.
So now I feel like, we spent all that time talking with the Arms family. How are you guys?
Yeah, what are you guys up to?
What are you guys up to? I feel like we haven't talked in a while. I mean, it's been a while, right? Everybody good? Moo is not skinny.
No.
Stop it.
Moo's not
skinny. Moo, see, I think y'all are used to seeing Moo like obese, and now she is the size that she should be, and everybody thinks she's too skinny.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. They're used to Moo pregnancy size. Yeah. And
now they're not used to seeing Moo at a healthy weight.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know. What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing. We're knee deep in Black Friday prep is probably kind of what we're in. I know it's like, oh my gosh, Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's only like 2 months away.
What?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
No, maybe a little more than 2 months. Don't get too panicked. It's like 2 months and a week.
It's 2.5. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like 2.
Listen, I made a list of everything that needs to get done before Black Friday, and I needed a Prozac or something.
Yeah, it was a crazy list.
And I've been working since like June and July on Black Friday stuff. So it's going to be a big year.
Yeah,
it's a big Black Friday.
Big year. It'll be a good year. Lots of new stuff launching with the Moo Stuffy and all that kind of stuff, and fancy soaps and regular. We got all making more simple suds just to keep up with the demand. People are loving the cucumber melon. That's a popular one. Just stuff like that, and just trying to get back into now that Labor Day is gone, back into the real school, like Monday through Friday, like 3-day school weeks, like 5-day school weeks.
I was wondering, Jan OH says, I love the new lavender vanilla lotion.
Yeah.
So I was actually wondering if anybody was enjoying that, because I like to look at the reviews on our website to see like what people are enjoying, what people aren't. And then I realized, well, Berrylicious and Lavender Vanilla don't have any reviews on them yet. Then I realized, oh, well, I mean, it literally just came out on the 1st, and it was only the 8th or the 9th when I was looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I wonder if anybody's enjoying it, or they just haven't gotten around to. They haven't even gotten it yet.
Yeah,
let's be
some
honest.
people got it, some people haven't. A lot of people that have ordered it haven't gotten it because they ordered pumpkin,
and that's a pre-order.
Pumpkin was a pre-order, but pumpkins should all ship this week.
Right.
We're hoping Tuesday. Anybody holding on an open order that they haven't gotten in a couple days, that'll ship out on Tuesday. We hope. So that's where that is. I did see somebody say, I don't understand how the goats got out the other night. Aaron did lock the gate. They heard it go click, click or something. I thought I did too. Maybe I didn't do the carabiner and one of the goats figured that out. No.
I kind of watched the whole thing.
Maybe I didn't lock it.
So here's the thing with that door. If you lifted it up and slid it over, but then didn't get it all the way on, you know how it can go down, and Lucy was laying against it, and she might have tapped it just right, and it kind of popped open.
Yep.
And then Grace took full advantage of the oopsies.
The opening.
And that's why the carabiner is so important. It's a 2-step lock process.
Right. And for somebody asked how many treats did they like, 6. Peppermints.
Yeah, they
eaten.
went and gotten into the peppermints,
Yeah.
which, you know, yeah,
Mhm.
it happens. But I will say the community came to the rescue because I don't know if y'all know, but we lost power that night.
Yeah, we had no
so
power.
the TV that we stream YouTube on for like the middle of the night emergencies like that was off.
Yep.
It went off. We lost power. The internet came back because of the new system that we're on.
Right.
And then so you guys were able to watch, but because our TV doesn't like reset, it just went to a blank screen. It didn't know what to do.
We were woken up by the community.
I mean, just my
The
phone
system
sound.
worked.
I missed the tornado warning the night before.
Yeah.
But I got all
the moderator
of them,
messages.
not just moderators. It was live chat messages. It was it was just like
Bling, 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 bling.
one person sent like 10 live chat messages in the middle of the night. Gates open, gates open, gates open. Goats in milking area. I was like, oh snap. Okay.
Yeah, I almost ran out there with no shirt on, and then I had to go pause for a second. Yep. Yeah.
I have no comment to that.
Yep. Nope. We would have scared away more than just goats, but
or would we have?
you never know.
Maybe
we could
that's
try
the
it.
key.
That's the key.
That's
why
the
we're not
key.
at 100,000.
There it is.
There it is.
Less clothing.
Run around with no shirt on in
Tried
the barn.
that one video. It didn't
I
work.
did try that one video. Don't find it.
Tina?
Tina, don't look for the video with Aaron with no shirt on.
Oh God, it's coming.
It was bad.
Oh my God.
She found it?
No.
What?
Doreen just reminded me of something I haven't done.
What? I know. What?
Well, she said, "Are you going to put the Black Friday deals on the calendar like last year?"
Yes.
And then hold on, and then I was like, "Oh my God, the calendar."
Yeah. Well, somebody else said that too up here. I will point that out.
I haven't even started working on.
I'll point that out. Ready? Boom. There it is. You just made her panic. How about this? Ready? Calm down. This is where
You're not doing the calendar.
No, I won't do the
Good.
calendar. No,
I
no,
just
no,
didn't
no.
want you to go there.
This is where the I lean towards let's get it done instead of let's get it perfect. So my point here is the audience should submit pictures
their favorite
for
photos?
the calendar.
Okay, I like this idea.
And they flood your email with a bunch of pictures, so you
No,
need zero editing.
Hold on a second. Pictures that were already on Facebook.
Sure.
On the Symans Farms Facebook page.
Sure, yeah.
Not pictures from like screenshots from the camera. Because,
oh no, that could be hilarious too. Like Bernie Sanders in the barn, you know, during like election, whatever. That was fun. Okay, fine. Never mind.
Start saying
She's
I'm just gonna do this on my own.
Never mind. So if you want to pull pictures off of our Facebook page, pictures she has posted, and somehow tell us, or they can just go into that photo and comment. Like, no,
I'll miss it.
You'll miss it. Yeah, you're right. You'd have to email us and say, hey, the photo. How would they do that? I don't know.
They right click on the photo, save it to their computer, and then email it
back to you and say this one. I don't know. We'll figure out something. Yeah.
Okay, so
if you have a photo you like,
JL said, "Relax, Liz. You have time. We don't need it for months. Black Friday sale? ? Pre-sale ? I don't think they understand how long stuff that takes.
That'll take a lot of hours.
That'll take me a whole month to make.
That'll take a long time. Plus, she's got about 80 million labels.
Other things to do.
She needs to, yeah.
Ooh, just all baby pictures, maybe. Ooh, there was 12. Was there 12 moms this year? No, there was only 11.
10. I think, or 11.
It was 11.
10 or 11, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calendar, we don't know what's going to happen.
Anyway,
that was fun.
that was thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, thanks, we're done talking now. Before you remind me of
go now.
Before you remind me of the kidding season t-shirt.
Valency already did.
She did.
You could use all the baby soldiers you didn't use for the shirt.
Yeah, this is very
Listen,
true.
I'm working on that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Shh.
Okay.
Should we do a giveaway?
I think now's about the right time to do a giveaway because
let's try.
Done.
Let's see if we can do a giveaway.
All right. So Daniel said we could give away some of his stuff.
His stuff. So, we get to play with his money.
We get to play with his stuff.
Yeah, well,
hold on. We'll be right back. He's
I don't even know
doing this now. Okay, so just like the last time we did a giveaway, we practiced doing the giveaway. We're gonna put this hashtag, and it has to be spelled exactly like
exactly the way I just put it up there. And I hope I spelled it right. Oh my gosh.
Well, you did.
ARMSFAMILY. Yes.
With the hashtag.
Hashtag Arms Family. Start dropping that into chat now.
We'll put it up on the screen.
Oh, hang on. I got to share screen. I got to go there. Choose broadcast.
Oh, boy.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah. So it's hashtag Arms Family. That's all you write. No emoji, no nothing else. Just hashtag Arms Family. And then we will we'll put all of everybody who entered. We'll start collecting those comments now. And then this is what, for a t-shirt? We'll do a t-shirt and a hat.
Yeah, we'll do a t-shirt and the hat to the same person?
No,
t-shirt first.
T-shirt first.
And then I'll put the word
which means whoever does win will have to email us
your size.
Your size to symansfarms@gmail.com.
And go to their website and look at their favorite
Pick out which shirt you want and then tell us what size you need. All right. We'll give you guys like 30 more seconds from right now. And then we'll pick. Because people are still.
They're still.
You only need to enter once.
Yeah, you only need to enter it once.
That's just how that is.
Yeah. And it's just Arms Family, not the word homestead.
Right.
So, Gamby, you're going to want to fix that.
She will. It'll be fine.
Yep.
Okay. So, it looks like everybody has put their.
Here we go.
Their names in.
Yep. I'm just watching YouTube to see what they're seeing. So, I could see that they're good.
They're seeing everything.
Here we go.
Okay. So,
ready?
We are going to collect. We're going to go and start collecting comments now.
Here we go. It's collecting all your
69
comments.
69 entries, and you have to click draw, babe.
Yeah, I will. I'm giving it. So that's it?
Well, it's
it?
69.
Okay. So here we go. Video. So.
Okay, here we go.
Right there, we have 71 people have put in the hashtag.
Oh, good. It's still collecting.
It's still collecting. I'm going to stop. I'm going to draw. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
For the winner of the t-shirt, draw. Who wins?
Oh, look at all those names.
Look at all those names. 70-something people.
All right, and it'll
if
just
we
stop
win,
on its own?
we're going to do it again.
Wait, we can't win.
Yeah, well, I had to put in the hashtag to show them, so technically we can.
Oh,
and there's
Tess
our
R.
winner. Tess R is our winner. Send us an email.
SymansSaysFarms@gmail.com.
SymansSaysFarms@gmail.com with your size and whatever shirt on the Arms Family website you would like.
Nice job.
That was a good one.
We were recording. I don't think they can see us.
No, they can see us.
Oh, they can?
Yeah, so they saw me recording the screen. It's okay.
Oh, okay. I thought they could see the actual... They couldn't see the...
They saw all that, yeah, because I was sharing the screen.
Oh,
that's why I was
watching us, though.
That's why I was watching it here.
Oh.
I hope they were able to see all that. Yeah, I just watched it, I think. Let's see if that worked correctly. Yeah.
You watched it because... Okay.
Yeah, see, it was here.
Yeah. Okay, but we weren't really there. They couldn't really see us. Okay, anyway, so...
Anyway, Tess R.
Yep. Do we want to do another one?
Yeah, we'll do another one. That was fun. We'll do another one. Let's, see, they saw it. That's what they were seeing. Us
we're
and
real little. Okay.
Yeah, it puts us a little off to the side. That's why I need a monitor up there to see what YouTube actually looks like. But
got it.
Yes, there they go. So they did.
Chris West, can I win a puppy?
Can I win a puppy?
No.
Not one of these two. All right, so I don't think we're sharing our screen right now because it says share screen. No, so I'm not right now. I don't think I am. So we are going to go here. Nope, not there.
All right, so what's our next giveaway going to be?
Our next giveaway.
Do I need to do like a Vanna White moment?
Sure.
Well,
let's just do that one.
Okay. Vanna White moment then. Are we...
Minus the piece of hay.
Listen, that was authentic, okay?
Do you want me to move this up?
Next on our giveaway...
Yes.
Oh, Tessar was like, I never win anything. Well, today you did.
Today you did.
See, today's your lucky day.
Yeah.
Okay, so I posted a lot of a picture of this soap on the Facebook page and on my soap page, and it got a lot of comments. It's the chocolate espresso soap with a real soap
You
coffee
can go
bean
here.
on the very top. So this is all coffee, like coffee grounds. So it's going to be a little bit of exfoliate right here on the white side. This chocolate brown side has coffee in it, but it also has some charcoal in it. So you'll get a little bit of the charcoal effect as well. And then the coffee grounds on the top with a coffee bean. But that coffee bean is actually real soap as well.
So the coffee bean was made and then added to the soap. It's not a coffee bean itself.
Right. So this is a soap that's going to be launching on Black Friday. It has cured long enough, though, at this point where I can send it to you and you can use it early. So we're like hashtag coffee soap? 2 E's.
Like that?
Yeah, coffee soap. Hashtag coffee soap is going to be what Piper is going to be what you need to put in chat. We'll start taking and it smells absolutely amazing. It's actually if anybody remembers the chocolate espresso lotion from last year, it is the same fragrance and it is absolutely amazing.
So there it is. I didn't drop the hashtag in the chat because I don't want to be selected as a winner. So it's just on the screen.
Yep. So it's hashtag coffee soap.
Yeah.
We'll pick.
We got a couple. We got 7 entries so far.
Yeah. We'll wait
32.
We'll wait for
It's
people
moving.
to enter. If they want to enter, you
They
don't
want
have
to.
to enter.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's totally fine if you don't want to. I'm not going to take any
I'm
offense
not
to
twisting
it.
your arm.
No.
No way.
I wonder if we can beat the number of entries on the Arms family
T-shirt?
Yeah.
We might. We're at 72. 78. We won.
We went. No, just
They
kidding.
like us more. I'm just kidding. It's okay. It is our fan base.
I get that. Okay, Piper.
Yeah.
My goodness. Calm yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know that she's really comfortable here.
Yeah, I don't think she likes it here.
I don't
at
know.
all. Nope.
All right,
She
so
89 people
I
already.
still see people coming.
91.
I still see people entering. You only have to enter once, so if you've
Yep,
already
only
gotten in your
once.
hashtag coffee soap,
I think it's smart enough to know that you've entered
Double
18 million
entries.
times, and it's
All right.
not.
so
All right, here we go at 91. 93.
hold on, people are still.
Where have they been? Click the live button.
There's a little bit. There could be a little bit of a delay. You never know. You don't want somebody missing out on their
Good point.
coffees.
93.
Hashtag
94.
coffee soap entry.
All right.
Okay.
94. Here we go. We're gonna draw.
All right, so we're gonna draw for the coffee soap.
95. You lucky you made it in.
Lucky.
Here we go.
Okay.
Drawing away. Look at them all.
Oh gosh, I think our computer might be dying.
It might be. It might be.
Oh, who is it? Michelle M.
Michelle
winner,
M.
Winner chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner. She wins.
Email
us.
Email us. Private message me on Facebook. Not me personally, but Syman's Farms.
Yep.
Whichever way. I prefer email though, so if you could just send that over to
Yep.
the Gmail.
The Gmail. Simon Says Farm.
And just remind me too, because we're giving away so much tonight, that you were the winner of the coffee soap, and then Tess.
No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Oh my
Sorry,
gosh, this is not happening.
Nope. There we go. I needed to get back to that so we can set up another one if we're going to do another one. Choose broadcast. There we go. Okay. So I'm ready for the other giveaway if we do another one.
So he said we could do a hat too.
He did. This is just going to be giveaway after giveaway.
I only have one more giveaway from
Got
us.
it.
So,
Okay.
there's 4 total giveaways. This is number 3.
And you can now win twice.
Daniel said that we could do a hat as well. So
yeah. So we're gonna do one hat.
One shirt, one hat.
So let me get that set up. We're gonna say
Arms hat.
Yep.
What
That's
about
it.
the
No,
hashtag?
we'll put a hashtag in front of it too.
I don't know why we need
We don't. You don't need anything. You can put whatever you want.
arms. Yeah.
Arms hat. Collect comments.
All right.
Jump over here.
So like the hat that Aaron's wearing, or he has a couple different.
He has a
hats on
couple
his
different
site.
hats on his site. Yep.
So I guess
Pick a hat.
pick a hat.
So send it if you're good enough. Grab the link from that hat and send it via email to us, and then we will send it to him.
Same with the shirt.
Same with the shirt.
Like
right.
I need the hat and the shirt. Like
the
'cause
size
he has
of the shirt.
different-
Yeah, and just say
different
I won
kinds.
the shirt or I won the hat, and we'll kind of remember too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and we will
we'll try.
start
And
collecting
then send
some
that over.
comments.
Mhm.
Yeah, over.
How
Maybe I
many
should tell him
people
he
are-
has to sign it. No, I'm just kidding. I can't.
Oh no, we
convince-
can't.
We can't convince him to do this.
that.
Not being signed.
He didn't say that was a
He
possibility.
didn't say that was a possibility. Yep, nope, not happening.
I'm trying to see how many people even stuck around.
There's 67 in the hat
Oh, that's good.
right now. You're not going to want to leave.
No, you're not.
Don't go anywhere.
All right, couple more people get their entries in. We're up to 73
live.
entries.
Yep, 200.
Make sure you're sitting live so that you don't miss.
Yeah, hit the live button. Make sure you're live. Did we get any questions come in live while we were talking to them? I don't know if you ever checked email.
I did not check
Because
my email
I just
because
realized
I was a
we
little busy.
had that pinned. I'm unpinning it now because we don't want that pinned anymore.
Yeah, 2 questions came in. Let's see what they were.
All right, you look
All
at
right,
that.
why don't
We're at
you
76, where you are going to draw for the hat. If I can get my phone to move, because I'm using my phone to watch YouTube in real time. Oh, 78 for the hat. Here we go. Another one for the hat. There's a couple more popping in. 79.
Okay, we'll wait.
Give it another.
We'll wait. Now, if you've already, entered, entering in again is not gonna
help.
help.
Here we go.
Okay,
we're drawing.
We're going. Ready, set, go.
Go. There it goes.
Oh, Samantha, I hope she got in on time.
She might have. I don't know.
All right, let's see. This is for the Arms family hat. Who's gonna win? Oh,
Kathy Danby! Oh
Kathy
my
wins
gosh!
the hat.
Yep.
Now, will we let her wear it
While
to
she's
go
here.
Snuggles? I'm just kidding.
If
Of
she
course.
wears it while she's here, that's fine. I'll take a picture and send it to Daniel.
Exactly.
Yep. Okay. So how do you actually just get a stop sharing? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, that
okay. See, and then there
that
we
brought
are
us
again.
back. Yeah. There we go.
Wow, nice job.
Nice. Nope, that didn't work. There we go.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is going to be the. I see what this. We got to take slow mode off.
Oh.
Slow mode is on.
Slow mode is killing them. Oh,
Well,
you guys
especially
are still
because they're
doing
all
good.
saying congratulations, congratulations, and then if we go say like, okay, the next one is hashtag whatever, they have to wait before they can comment again.
I didn't even think of that earlier.
Or if they spell
I
it
wish.
wrong.
We only had slow mode on because we thought Daniel was bringing, 500,000 people with him. So we put slow mode on because we were worried about what might happen.
It's
It was
only on 30 seconds, so that's not bad.
But I just took it off.
All right, we'll take it off. It's fine. But you
I
still can
wish-
only answer once.
Yeah, you can still only answer once. Yep. All right, we should hopefully be back
Do we want to take another question before we take the last and final
in
giveaway?
non-slow mode. Yeah, what do you got for a question?
I don't know. We'll talk about like breeding schedules.
Go ahead, talk
like,
about breeding while I try to
I don't
figure out
know.
what's going on.
I a couple people have asked about like when are we breeding and all of that, and essentially after, let's say, the 20th of this month, all games are off, all bets are off, and we're breeding anybody who comes into heat. That's not actually true. We're not breeding everybody because I'm still waiting on some fecal samples to come back just to get an idea of who's doing what. Can you imagine? We've always talked about the weather being a big factor in how healthy the goats are and like them struggling with worms and whatnot. It has been the absolute wettest it's ever been. And I feel like other than maybe 2 goats, our worm issue this year is like not really that
No,
bad.
it doesn't seem. We sent off fecals to see what's going on with some,
Mhm.
and we'll get those back soon. And then from there, to your point, within the next week
We're
or
really
two,
going to sit and say, okay, who are we breeding?
right? Who are we
Who are we
breeding?
not? And how are we going to manage it if we decide to breed all of them?
Correct. Do we? Oh, so there's a lot of unknowns. Slow mode should be off. I could tell. Slow mode's off. There it goes.
Yeah.
Chat away. That could be why the stream didn't grow as much. YouTube likes chat to move fast. I didn't even think of it.
I know. It's fine.
Yeah.
Piper.
So what I was saying, I know, Piper, you're ridiculous. Yeah, what I was saying was we don't know if we're going to breed all at the same time and go for the biggest kidding season ever, or split kidding season and go for a February and a March. 2 different
Can
windows.
you throw
We don't
the
know.
email address up on Tess is trying to figure out what it is?
Yep.
It's literally just simonsfarms@gmail.com. No spaces in between the Syman, the says, and the farms. But we'll put it up on chat, up on across the bottom of the screen so that you have it. Piper is ridiculous. But yeah, I do see there's a couple new people here. So welcome. Thank you for coming over from the Arms family. You know, we're just a little crazy.
We're a little crazy here. Yeah, we like technology, or at least I do. We have some fun with this live streaming stuff. Yeah. We play with some toys. We have a little dog cam. We have a camera too that died like an hour ago.
Seriously, dog. Put your face up here. Say hi.
You see, we have a cam too that would like get
the world's like least flattering.
Yeah.
I told him before I was glad that camera died, and then he just fixed it.
Yep.
I swear to God.
I mean, it could be the nose hair cam. Oh, that was funny. The nose hair cam. That could be what it is. It's what it was for, what it was supposed to be for, is sometimes.
Could you like back that off?
There.
That's not better.
Sometimes we get into a conversation where Liz gets very technical and starts to just go down that like very, very good answer road. And this view is too wide for me to just sit here like,
let's face it, he wants to be able
I want to be off
nose.
Cam, and she could just talk over there to people and just be like, okay, so what I was saying about breeding is that what I'm going to do, but we need red lights on top of the cam.
Somehow your arms make it over my face in every video
I would sit back here and nobody would, they would see. It would be great. It was the nose hair cam. That's what Javier called it during my testing earlier today. It was Quinn over there was being my test subject, and Javier called it the nose hair cam because I was right up Quinn's nose. But yeah, that cam died earlier. So yeah, you know, we just have some fun. Welcome for hanging out with us. And we live on a farm/homestead, and we're not real YouTubers because we don't have 100,000 subs yet.
We're not real farmers either.
We're not real
hashtag fake farmers.
So that's it. That's who
I'm
we
making
are.
that
Welcome.
shirt. I'm wearing it everywhere I go.
We need to hashtag fake farmer. That's it. And just on the arm, Syman
Owner.
says. Syman says. No, that's it. Syman says.
Hashtag fake farmer.
Hashtag fake farmer.
Owner.
Owner. No owner. Because I want other people to buy it too. All right.
Well, then I'll make an owner edition of the fake farmer shirt. Anyway. I have nothing to say right now.
Yeah.
So,
that's probably true.
What?
Aaron is going to pay for that.
Before the stream even started, I told him I
could sit here too, and then my big nose gets in the way of the face. Okay, sorry. We'll go back. Okay, just keep talking for a minute.
I told him I didn't like that angle, and then he does dumb stuff like that. He wants to know why. Why he's always fired. What are you doing?
That better?
Piper cam? Well, hold on a second.
She is passed out.
Piper, well, hold please.
That is a pretty good puppy angle. That was good. Oh, Piper. Good job, Piper. Look at you.
Piper.
No, don't wake her up. She'll like run around the whole room and yeah, no, we'll never get her back. Oh my gosh, that was the door. We're gonna have to leave that for dog angle.
It's Piper cam.
Or dog angle too. Oh, that was hilarious. There she goes. Okay. Yep. You done? You guys done? Oh, you moved her. She's okay. Back to the. Back to the. Goat talk stuff.
You didn't like Piper makeout cam?
No, that was pretty good though. We might have to leave. I might have to get another. No, that is good. Piper, you're funny. Okay. Back to the show, sort of.
What show?
I don't know. Somebody's got a question.
The sideshow. Oh, really? Where?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw a question mark.
Okay, do you want to do the last?
I just realized we haven't done the barn yet. Oops. Okay.
Moo's probably pretty upset about that.
The last giveaway of the evening. Let me type it up, and then we'll be back.
All right.
There you go.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's collect.
Okay.
And
you have to share your screen.
I'm going to share the screen, and then we'll tell you what we're giving away. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Actually, wait a second. Oh my God, that's so cool. Yeah, no, we're going to go here. I haven't figured that part out yet.
Okay. So we're screen sharing.
We're screen sharing.
So
you probably can tell what we're giving away.
We haven't gotten them yet, but when they come in, which will be well before Black Friday, I am giving away Aaron. Yes, I am. He's free. It wasn't my idea. That was Marcy's idea. I just rolled with it. Anyway, we're giving away a Moose Stuffy pre-Black Friday.
Not this one.
Not
this
that
is the
one.
Prototype.
But when they come in, which we have a tracking number, so we know they're coming in, we're giving away a Moose Stuffy.
Yes.
So now's your chance to get one early, and we will sign it.
Oh my goodness.
We'll sign the tag.
Why you should have stuck around. Yeah, we'll sign this little tag.
We'll sign the tag.
Yep. We'll sign the tag.
We'll give you a few minutes to get your...
They obviously didn't want our soap. 108 entries. Nope. Soap.
Nobody wanted the soap
80.
piper.
Nobody wanted a hat either. Or the shirt.
The slow mode was on.
That's
Just
true.
remember, slow mode is off
slow
now.
Mode. You're
it was
right.
all slow mode's fault.
It was a slow mode
It's
problem.
also Moo.
Good thing we figured that out before it got too late. You know?
All right, we'll give you all a couple more minutes.
Yeah, we'll give you a little bit of time. You know.
Were you going back on puppy? Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
No, we're not doing this. He's gonna change the camera angle, and it was not going to be a good one.
It's not a good one. No. No, that's not gonna work. You got to look at the background of the doggy. No.
So I go like this.
Yeah, no, you got to put her back down there. All right, we're up to 124, and I think we've been over a minute since the first person put up a Moose Stuffy hashtag here. Let's see.
Yeah, it was
52.
52, and now it's 54. So 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Oh, but they're
here we
still
go.
coming in.
125. This is exciting. The Moose Stuffies are supposedly on the way.
That's we have a tracking number.
The tracking number says. So.
Oh, hold on, Linda. You got to get your Moose Stuffy in one word.
Yeah, one word, just like you see on the screen.
Hold on. Give her time.
M-O-O.
She's trying to find the shift hashtag.
She'll be good.
M-O-O.
To be honest, I don't think the capitals mean anything, but try to match it.
You have to do shift for the
Moose. Did she get it? Is she here? Hold on. God, she did all caps lock.
It's okay.
That should be fine.
That doesn't matter.
That should work. Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
That should work.
Okay,
we're up to 128.
The Moose Stuffy is going to be available on Black Friday, and it's going to be, what we say, $39.99.
$39.99.
It's bean bags in the butt. Hold on. This is going to be my QVC moment to give Linda a time to find the hashtag. There, you got the, she got the space bar in there again. Okay. It has the Symans Farms.
You could use the close-up cam if you want. That one. Yep. There you go.
Okay.
Symans Farms.
Symans Farms on this foot, embroidered, and then a heart with Moo's name on it on this one. Got the. Can you hear it?
Yep.
Beanbag butts, beanbag hands. It's got Moo's. Hold on. Where are we? Moo's face. Moo's dot on her. Everything's backwards.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
And actually, this is the right one. This is not the prototype. This is the one you guys will get because it has a Symans Farms ear tag.
You'll probably get one that ships here.
And then this is not.
That's technically not the prototype.
The Moo, yes.
Yes.
But and then a Symans Farms tag on the back.
Okay, we're gonna draw now.
Okay, now we're going.
Ready? Here we go.
All right, where's Moo going?
Where is she going?
Oh, good. Linda figured it out. Yep. She got it in there? Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be funny if Linda won?
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Oh, Lynn Margaret!
Margaret won.
Very nice. Moo's going
to Lynn. I don't know where, but that's okay.
You don't have to tell
That's
us.
all right. Well, we just need an email.
Yeah, email us.
Nice job. Congratulations.
Somebody drop that email. I don't know if I still have it up there. I think I might. Yes, you get the tunnel effect when you jump back. And here we go. Back to camera 1. Yes.
Yay.
We're good. Okay, so that's all good there. Perfect. All right.
Whew, that was exciting.
That was exciting. Yay, Lynn.
Everybody. Yay, everybody
Yay,
for winning.
everybody. Yeah, all the winners.
Well, and even if you
Everybody's
didn't win,
sticking
you're still a
around.
winner in our book.
You know, for our Q&A was a good time. You know? Yeah.
See, look at all those good sports.
good.
Congratulating Lynn. What are you looking at?
Typo Queen. I wanted it so bad, but I'll have to buy now. Yeah. I never win. Oh, Chris West.
Listen, I don't either.
Say never. We might give away more later.
Never
Not in this.
won the lottery.
Oh, no, neither have I.
Ever.
Actually, you married me.
Like I said, I have never won the lottery.
What was the comment I made this morning and you agreed? Where at first you might not want something, but then it grows on you and you actually start to like it later.
And then you were like, kind of like the
when
day
you
we met.
me. And
I
you
was
were like, oh, you're right. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, what was that? We were talking about something. Oh, and her birthday's coming, so it's an early birthday present.
Nice. Yeah, email us. I had the email thing up here somewhere. I don't remember where I put it. There it is. Right there.
Ta-da.
I forgot all the capitals to make it easier to read, but that is it.
Yeah.
So we can get that out to you. Not this one when they show up. It's still a good 20 days or so.
The moose stuffy is going to be like end of this month, early October by the time we can ship it out to you, but we will remember.
Yeah, we will. Yep. So shoot it over as an email and we will figure that out. I think we're done. It's been, it's
been a weird week with
I
the
was
kids going back to school.
I was super nervous, like talking to them too, but it was fine. It was, I didn't like, I've been up in this room since like 2 o'clock, like prepared.
He has never been so prepared for a Q&A
never
than this one.
Yeah. Yep.
He was totally fanboying.
I was a little bit, but then it just turned into a normal conversation. It was good. The glitches, though, were a little weird. I don't know if that was on their end or our end. I think it was on theirs because when we had the split screen, their screen would get glitchy, but ours wouldn't.
I don't know.
So I think I saw that once or twice, and I don't know. But it was great. It was a good time. I got to shoot them a text message after this and thank them for their time.
No, it was super cool. I mean, I know with 3 kids, 4 kids, however many kids anybody has, it's always a struggle on a Saturday night to do something because the kids, that's like their social night.
Yeah.
So.
And as you heard, they had 15 teenagers coming over. And what time is it? 8? So it's an hour earlier for them.
Yeah.
So they were coming over right at that 6 or so time frame. Yeah.
Well, it looks like Stella definitely taught Piper how to do Q&As.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Stella,
nailed it.
Yeah, they nailed it. Oh, here we go. Ready? I mean, Stella's kind of blocking it, but look at that.
I'm gonna have to lift her face up again. Stella's ribs are in the way. Could you move your face?
Out. Yeah, she's like her eye. Oh my goodness, close them. That looks
Piper
weird.
Piper does that sometimes.
She sleeps with her eye open.
Oh my God, she's nursing.
She's nursing.
Oh, she did this in my face the other night.
She's nursing in her sleep.
All right, first of all, close your eye.
Close your eye. Now she's like running.
She's nursing in her sleep.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Put that tongue away.
Put that away.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Chris wants a Billy. Oh,
Chris wants a Billy kiss. All right.
All right.
We will find one of those before we leave. Here it is.
Oh. Was buy one get one free.
Okay, so whoever said it in the beginning, I bet Aaron will push the wrong button. I just did, and accidentally gave out 2 Billy kisses. I think that audio was going through the Bluetooth, and that's why we couldn't hear it on our end. Yeah, it was. It was going through here.
Oh, Emma says her 16-year-old dog still nurses in her sleep.
Oh, wow.
All right, push back because she's still doing it.
Back?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
You gotta refocus. Okay, she just does need to close her eyeballs because that is a little. Oh, she stopped doing it.
She stopped? Yeah. She's not really doing it. Okay.
Well, she just stopped.
This is going to become the live, let's just sit here and watch the dog sleep cam.
Well, speaking of, I did just get some news about.
All right, talk about it before we go.
So we did one of those genetic tests on Piper, and while I haven't read the whole thing, or deciphered really the color genetics part of that, her genetics test came back good.
Yes, Piper might become a mommy at some point.
Yep, we are in the. There's no red flags.
Right
now, it's just a matter of. As she continues to grow, is she healthy, and can we actually do this? Like, is it actually going to happen?
My grandfather used to breed dogs. My dad did it once before too. We've never obviously gone domesticated animals. Never. Birds, cats, dogs, never.
Goats our goats are domesticated.
Technically, I don't know how to turn these off.
So yeah. Who snores more? Oh my gosh! I thought they were going to say Stella or Piper, but it was Stella or Aaron.
Oh.
Honestly, last night it was awful. You were awful.
Was it me?
Awful.
Sure. Did not know.
Well, of course you didn't know. Between your restless leg syndrome and
my legs bounce all over the place. Yep.
He is like those Irish step dancers.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, it's constant. And then the snoring. I'm going to take a picture one of these days and post it on the interweb.
So just so we know, this whole Piper thing, if she has babies, it's very possible. This goes back
we're going to keep all of them?
No. This goes back to we put on our channel what we want to put on our channel. And even though Syman says farms, there might be a whelping box camera. Yep. Piper and her little babies all nursing in a little live cam box for you guys. We don't know.
Don't want anybody get excited.
Don't get excited. Probably no audio. We don't know.
Well, yeah, because
it'll be in our house, and I'm not putting audio in the house. You don't want to hear that.
Well, that's kind of one of those boundaries.
Tyler, stop hoverboarding.
Because it is all day.
Olivia, clean up your plate. It's all day long.
Mm-hmm. Somebody asked.
Shake. Never mind. I won't go there.
We can't even talk about that.
Yeah, I don't talk about that.
It was asked though. Rosemary asked. She noticed how like the channel is kind of. We're talking more about like our food and like sourcing, like the meat chickens and the pigs, and we've done cows and the ducks and all that. Is that a trend for the channel? Like, is that something you guys plan on doing more of? We've always done this. I think we're just now documenting it because there's an educational value there that, you know, our channel is lacking, and it's something that we do. So we might as well put it out there.
So yes, exactly. It's educational footage that, like Daniel said, I only have to technically make it once.
Yeah.
And if the algorithm likes it and people are if it's an 8-minute video and people are watching 7 minutes of it, the algorithm will learn that, wait a second, in 2021, people liked it. They wanted to learn how to feed pigs. In 2022, they wanted to learn how to feed pigs. All right, it's time to push this video. It could take a year.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to make that how to make pig feed next year because we already made it. So you start this Rolodex of searchable content.
Yeah.
And because this is what we do full time, it's the right time for us to say, let's try pigs, let's do ducks, let's raise meat chickens, because we couldn't have done all this if we weren't 100% full time into all of it.
Mel makes a really valid point. Some people think meat comes from the store.
Correct.
So we've gotten those ignorant comments about, and that was like way back in the early years of YouTube when we were doing meat chickens. And the comment was like, why can't you just go to the store and buy the chicken where no chicken had to be harmed? And
right.
We were like, somebody thinks there's a chicken tree out there.
Yeah.
And you just pluck the breasts right off of the branches.
Right. Yeah.
So you know, that's unfortunate. But I mean, we eat meat and we like to know what's in our stuff. And I think that there's value there, whether you want to do it or not. There's value there to show how we do it,
right?
What we put into our animal, and then what we get from it in the long run.
And we know, again, we're trying to grow a channel. It's only sitting at like 2,000 followers, right? And I know if I post a video about the family and something we're doing and whatever, it'll get 1,000 views in about 48 hours. The videos I post about how to raise meat chickens don't, because a lot of people on that channel, the family channel, are really here for the family. They're not here to learn.
Yeah. But that's where, like, that's searchable content, which
Correct.
We're sharing that for people who are searching how to raise meat chickens.
Yep.
Not necessarily for you guys. Like, you know, you guys can obviously watch and learn something.
Yeah.
But I also understand that other people have values that don't match ours.
Yeah, and they're just
and they don't want to see that. They don't want to see the cute little baby chicks that we're eventually going to eat.
Right.
I get that.
Yeah.
No hard feelings, as long as you don't have hard feelings towards me.
Yeah. It's fun.
So.
And if you do, I'm not going to read them anyways. But yeah, that's kind of why there's just a lot, and it's that time of year on any farm. When you grow your own meat, you don't want to grow that meat in the winter, so it's that time of year. But there is other family videos coming soon.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
I think we were told one time, like, stay in your lane, kind of like Daniel was. Like, when you're on YouTube, you find your niche and you stay in your lane. And I don't ever, like, that never really sat well with me.
Nope.
Because I figure, like, but how do you, like, not share the family part of living on a farm and raising kids on a farm? Because it's very much part of, like, why we raise meat chickens.
Right.
And to me, they all go hand in hand. So
yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
Exactly. So, yep. I know there's a couple other, and we're always looking for, you know, I never got to ask that question with them. I almost said we're always looking for content to make, but it's not true. Not we, because
I had one more giveaway.
I'm the one.
I forgot.
You did? It's okay.
Yeah.
We can just stay at what we did, or you want to give something else away, like me? What are you trying to do?
Well, no, we already determined that wasn't appropriate.
Yeah, I can't ship me somewhere. But what I was trying to say is, because I'm always looking for other content to shoot, right? Like, okay, what am I going to make? What am I going to do? What am I going to talk about? Like, how am I going to make this entertaining, exciting, whatever? So we like getting ideas from the audience. Hey, I want to learn about this. And somebody asked, and I still haven't made the video, is can you explain the difference, good, bad, whatever, pros and cons, of a wood barn versus a metal barn?
Yeah.
That's a great video.
Yeah.
I just haven't done it yet. So there's some that I have written down that I'm like, I got to do this. But because it's two totally different things, because I'm always the one on camera making these videos, I don't want it to minimize how busy you are. So should we make more videos of making soap and all the stuff you're doing? And it's like that balance of, like, you know, I wanted to ask them that, like, do you care? Like, from her point of view, like she said in the beginning, I never wanted the camera in my face.
Yeah.
But do you care that Daniel gets all the credit for building the channel? Or does he? I mean, like, do you get that, like, oh, what's she up to all day? Like, you get that sometimes, and it's kind of annoying. Like, wait a second, I'm just as busy as Aaron. I just don't have a camera in my face all day.
Yeah.
You know, so that kind of thing, you know. So who knows where the channel's going? It's just going to morph. We've got 4 kids growing. We've got a business that's growing. We've got other projects we want to do, whether it's this year or next or the year after or whatever. It's always going to change.
Yeah.
Yep. And adapt. Whatever.
Yeah. Like I was trying to say, we don't color in the lines.
No.
So, you know, sometimes the channel's going to be all over the place. You're going to be like, what are we watching today? You know?
Yep.
It all comes, though, like, this is our life. We don't really create the content. We're really just documenting what we would be doing on any given day. That was actually one of my questions.
What?
Kind of like what does the average day for them? What does that look like for them?
They kind of got into it a little, where
little
their
bit in the
mornings just like ours.
yeah.
Like, all right, what are you up to today? I did want to elaborate more on that. Like, okay, so you don't have a list, like a production schedule of like, these are the 18 videos I need to make in the next 30 days or whatever, whatever. You kind of just run with it. I kind of wanted to learn that for myself, but I didn't want the Q&A to be like, greedy, this is all for me.
Right.
You know, so I didn't ask, but, you know, it was kind of the same thing. Like,
yeah,
you know.
Sounds like Chanel might be in heat, which she was long overdue for it.
Yeah, I think I saw her.
Well, remember the other day,
yesterday.
her coochie was poochy.
Yeah, she did have a.
These are technical terms, new people. Bear with us.
Yeah,
coochie. The poochie coochies. We say this a lot this time of year.
Yep.
We're on hoo-ha watch in a different way than giraffes. If you don't watch giraffes, then now you think we're really weird. Oh boy, we're making a great first impression.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yep.
Some canoodling.
It's time to go.
Yeah, canoodling will be happening soon.
Yep. All
Piper,
right. I'm sweating a lot. She's got to be melting under that blanket. And it's the air conditioner gave up hours ago. And camera two's angle is garbage right now, so we can't use that.
Stella's
here,
like,
Stella, come here. Let's aim. Let's give camera two a little bit of a Stella. Oh, good girl, Stella. Let's just rub it out.
Oh, smushy face massage.
Oh, Deli, you good? Okay. She did not want to be there.
Oh boy.
She was like, "Oh, what just happened?"
You're a good girl, Deli.
Yeah. All right, it's time to go.
All right.
We gotta go. Thank you everyone for stopping by. We will drop this one last time for everybody. If I could find my mouse. Where'd it go?
What are we doing?
Where'd it go? We are going to one more. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Here it is. Gosh, they were so loud.
I know.
I don't know how long ago I still have, back to the video. I still have to finish the video about how we built this studio.
We'll be moving out of this studio by the time he figures out when to, right around the time that the pillars are done.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
He's like, I'm done.
I'm done. All right, I'm out of here.
End button.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.